Ladies and gentlemen, with the plethora of news headlines revolving the COVID-19 virus, there are certain headlines that come out almost daily which have massive moves in the stock with knee jerk reactions. I'm going to show you how to take advantage of those plays in real time. I'm going to show you how to take advantage of the news flow, which we disclosed to you earlier than the majority of Wall Street. And I'm going to give you examples of how to capitalize it and make trading of actually probably much easier than you're already trying to make it. I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show, but no music because I just found out that that music is trademarked and we supposedly had it and then we didn't. Can you believe it? That awesome theme. So instead of playing you awesome music, I'm going to show you this instead and ask you to read it. Pause this slide and read it. Thank you so much for reading this. With that being said, what if making money was just really as easy as catching early news flow? Now, I'm going to show you just one of the reasons why Newsbeat live traders are so successful, people who follow the news flow. And what I'm going to do is we're running an open house here, so you can have a free week. And as I always say, you don't believe in this. I humbly believe that each and every one of you can turn your trading around and make money. I humbly believe that you traders who are making money can make a lot more money. And I will show you why. And you know what? Give me a chance to demonstrate it. And if you disagree with it, I respect it. I respect it. There are actually four news flow names I wanted to go through today, but I was going to focus on um, three of the COVID-19 names. So we're going to start off with Gilead today. And there was, you might have not have heard, but Gilead was authorized by the European Medicine Association, the EMA, to give remdesivir, one of their antiviral drugs, for to offer it for patients who are basically suffering, for lack of a better word, who are just absolutely suffering. And we pretty much had the news flow pretty early here today, and I just want to show you why making money in the Newsbeat live room is actually very easy. And if you follow this aspect of it, very simple, takes very little skill. You could be the most talentless, skillless, expletive trader to exist, and I humbly believe you can make money. So actually, I want to show you just on a 1 minute chart here, and maybe you'll disagree. And you know what? If you disagree, I respect that. But at least let me show you before you can comment on it, right? So we were watching Gilead today, right around here, I think it was, if I remember correctly, maybe around here. It was no, it was lower than that. It was actually in the 70. It's actually in the $79 range, right? And it went over here, right? Anyway, we had news flow in Gilead. It was right around here, right around here, I believe. And what happened was there was the European Medicine Association news that basically said that they could use their drug remdesivir to give out to people for I forgot the words they used, but basically to give their drug out. Let's leave it that way. We broke it in a real time for compassionate use, Baxter. Thank you. Stock, straight up. Easy scalp. I'll show you another example, Win Resorts. And I'm going to prove it to you. How many of you guys, how many of you guys think that you could have made money trading Win right over here? Right over here in Win Resorts buying it. What if I told you right over here that Wynn Resorts was going to be opening up their casinos on May 16th? But you're getting it before every other person hears it. For the majority of Wall Street, not every single person. Somebody from Wynn Resorts had to disclose that information. They didn't disclose it to me. And we're giving you this headline early before the stock pops. Now, I'm not going to ever legally tell you to buy or sell a security ever. But the stock pretty much went from 82.40, let's call it, to 83.14 in a matter of 4 minutes. How many people think you could make money right now? Maybe you can't. From 82.38 to 83.14 in 4 minutes. Forget it. Let's say you even held it for 1 minute and it went from 82.38 to 82.95, a 57-cent move to the upside in 1 minute. How many of you guys right now, can I get an 11 right now if you think you can make money off of that? I'm not saying you even traded it. I'm not saying maybe if you had more confidence to buy it, how easy it would be. So let me show you exactly how easy it would be because I think it's very important to actually see and understand. Okay, so imagine you're sitting there, you're watching some whatever, Apple. You're watching Apple, and all of a sudden you're like, you hear nothing from me. Nothing. It's just dead silent. And then all of a sudden, with the tens of thousands of headlines coming out from all over the world, all of a sudden you hear me say, guys, Wynn Resorts is opening up. This is very bullish. May 16th, they're opening up their casinos. Wilson Yankee Nancy Nancy should go up here. Imagine you have that mentality. And again, just my opinions, would never tell you to buy or sell security. And then all of a sudden it pops right here. How easy is it to just say, well, I don't know your buying power, so I'm not going to, think to just go ahead. You have your market order ready on my platform. You could already do it. And again, you could use any platform to do this. Well, not any. Don't use Robinhood. Robinhood has no market orders, for example, so you couldn't use that. But you need to have something where you could type it in. So just to give you an example, let's say you're an options trader, right? And you're watching Apple, and all of a sudden, guys, there's win news. They're opening up May 16th. Wilson Yankee Nancy Nancy. Watch this. Watch this. WYNN enter. Click to buy, and again, you don't have to buy 100 contracts. You could change your size to whatever you want, or click, you buy 1,000 shares. Now imagine, as soon as you clicked in 1,000 shares, imagine as soon as you clicked in 1,000 shares, you're up over $500 in 1 minute. About a minute. I don't know if it was 50 seconds or 70 seconds within those two 1 minute time frames, right? And it even went higher to 83.33 eventually, and this is a 1 minute chart, and you would have made your money instantly. Funny, every one of you thinks you could do it. What's the stop? The bottom of the candle you bought on, for example, would be my stop. Benoit. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Hope I did. Pretty sexy name. Probably have every girl in United States of America melt. Hi, what's your name? I'm Mark. What's your name? I'm Benoit. What do you do, Benoit? He knows it too. He's laughing. He's like, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. How did he know? Do you know me, Mark? Anyway, going back to the point, you could just simply buy in and you're up money. Now it happened again today with Tesla. Now imagine Tesla pops up, it's trading around $811 right here. And I tell you guys that, guys, Tesla is opening up their California facility for work. And Tesla goes from 810 to 814 in 1 minute. Next minute, another 70 cents higher. 4 minutes later, another $1.30 higher. Another 4 minutes later, another $5 higher, $3 higher. It goes up 10 points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, within less than 11 minutes. But forget 11 minutes, 1 minute, let's talk about. I don't give a crap that it kept going up. What if it was just over here at the bottom here and you bought in, you're up $3, $4 in Tesla? What if? Because by the time every other John Doe on Wall Street gets this information, it's already coming through your speakers from the Newsbeat live room. And that, my friends, is a value that's irreplicable. Now, this was actually happening last week as well. This is something, I mean, I say last week, last Friday. Let's be a little more accurate. This is actually happening all the time. All the time. I'm actually going to show you something from last Wednesday, a 5-minute chart from last Wednesday. APDN has shown that they have some antibody for COVID-19 that can help people. And this is what APDN's chart looked like when we called it out. Do you guys want to guess what the next 5-minute bar looked like? We're going into a 5-minute now. Boing. The stock went from 789, jumped up, got halted, was trading over 10 bucks. Could you imagine that? It's hard to imagine because how many of you guys, just be honest right now, by the time you see a name that has breaking news flow outside of this room, you already see a big green bar and it already looks too late. How many of you guys feel that way when you actually finally see a name? And type in not only that, type in 55 if you are sitting there wondering who on earth was the fortunate son of a bee, which is a bulldog, the son of a bulldog who is able to buy this stock all the way there. And you're sitting there and you're wondering, like, who on earth got to buy this thing all the way down here? I wish that was me. How many of you guys think that? I used to. I was like, holy moly, I wish that was me. What if that could be you? What if? Would you find value in a service like this? How much would that be worth for you? How many of them am I going to get a year, you might ask? I don't know. My guess at this point, you're probably going to get another, by the end of, probably another 150 to 200 by the end of the year. My guess. Simply because COVID-19 is a thing and you're going to have COVID news all over is my prediction. I could be wrong. Maybe we'll never see another COVID-19 headline again. Maybe maybe 92% of the articles from the New York Post and New York Times won't have a coronavirus headline anymore. Maybe it's just going to all disappear tomorrow. Or maybe this will resonate with the market and move names like it has been doing. So that is the value. Do you want to actually, do I really need to say more? I mean, what else do you want me to say? I try my best to not speak unless I have something smart to say. I try to shut up as best as I can until I have something good. Now, in the morning, it's a little more active, and I'm calling out technical breakouts and I'm making money. And then after the market slows down, I'm 110% just waiting for news flow. I'm always waiting for news flow at every point of the day, but a lot of it comes out after 11 o'clock a.m. So imagine that. Imagine you can be part of that. Imagine that it could be free for you. Imagine. Imagine. Just imagine that you had all of this news flow at your fingertips while not looking at the top of green bars anymore, wishing that you were buying in before. Now imagine after you buy in and it shoots up that you sell and you don't give two pieces of flying unicorns of what happens with the stock next. Imagine that that was already your trade. You quickly bought in, you sold out, and that was it. Maybe the stock kept running, maybe it dropped. That's not up to you anymore, is it? It never was. But what you were playing was the reaction of people who are getting your news flow that you are receiving earlier later. That is the benefit of getting news flow before the majority of Wall Street. Do you want to experience it in real time? It's going to cost you your time. There's a link in the description for a free open house that ends Friday. Go to the description, copy the link, sign up today. Don't think that trading has to be 100% based on charts. That has always been a lie. Do you think Warren Buffett and all these top hedge fund managers are professional technical and analysts? Could you imagine Warren Buffett sitting there? I think I see these moving averages crossing over with the MACD, so I'm just going to market order for 93 million shares. Do you think like that's how it really works? Do you think like that's how it really works? It doesn't. There are traders taking advantage of nothing more than the news flow. What I am telling you is I'm giving you a unique opportunity to make that person you. And you could come in and enjoy this news flow, and you can have it for the next 4 days for free. And at the end of those 4 days, if you spend time with those 4 days and you did not see anything that can bring your trading to the next level, you will have my absolute respect. I would love to know where you are deriving your value from because I would be curious to add it into my own tool belt. But at least I would be able to put you in a position where you can evolve as a trader. Even if you're doing a million other things, to just slap in one of these names is just like extra income. Not only that, you get our earnings plays, which we're up for the season. I wish we were up more, but we're up for the season. I'd flash you a P&L, but I'm not here to cause psychological toxicity. I'm not a scumbag like other people out there who try to destroy your lives by flashing you things that you will never achieve. In fact, I just want to put you in a position where you could accomplish your goals. When I ask people their goals, they tell me $100 to $1,000 a day is what 95% of the people or more tell me when I ask them, what's your goals? Well, if that's your goals to do that consistently, we're getting names like this all day. Now, the other name that I just want to show you just real quick here, and I'll show it to you on the 1 minute, is AMC. Imagine right over here on AMC today, right over here, I spit out to you, guys, AMC says they're not in talks to be bought out by Amazon. That was the news why AMC was up today. AMC says they're not in talks to buy out Amazon, guys. This is bad. And the stock defecates upon itself and implodes upon itself like a dying star, fusing out all its hydrogen atoms and sucking it into a huge mass before it goes poof, supernova. So there was that, but this wasn't a COVID-19 play, but it really is a quasi COVID-19 play because AMC is going bankrupt because of social distancing, which has to actually do with COVID. So yeah, we were the people talking about AMC before it plummeted today. That was that right here in the Newsbeat live room. So if you think there's value in that and you want it for free, link in the description. I'm not going to waste more of your time. Happy trading, make money. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat live trading.